Yep. What the f you doing?
Nothing.
Really? Because I keep hearing hermaphrodite this, suck that.
Go away.
What?
You know, go watch your linear entertainment. Go watch. Just go away. Fuck you! What the fuck?
Have you ever wondered what game he's actually playing? Me neither. So I searched and found some games that just feel like they would be playing in the background of some TV show, movie or a game. I'll go over what makes these games have such a vibe and if they're worth getting. To also make things more interesting, I've given each game a goal, each getting harder as the game gets better. When I first got the idea for this video, this was the first game that came to mind. And it looks kinda similar to what Jimmy was playing. Anyway, the goal was simple. Finish the game on the serious game difficulty. And I mean, the goal is just finishing the game, so... Let me tell you about Serious Sam. This game is about looking around. I know, surprising for a boomer shooter. But you have to look for secrets. Sometimes they are in the open, but sometimes you have to work for them. There's a lot of secrets in each level, and they give you more armor, more health, and sometimes secret weapons. But at a cost. Anyway, what makes this game a background game? This game is a boomer shooter, which is what already gives it that background footage vibe. Honestly, some of the older games feel like you'd see in your dream. It's the way your weapon looks so old school, some enemies being low poly, some of them being high poly, and the sound design just screams 2000s, despite this being an engine remake for 2017. What you're watching in the background are some moments I feel like were fun to look at. Anyway, here's the last level since there isn't much lore to talk about. The final boss was this big guy, which I ran from and tried to hide inside of this pyramid. But then I realized I'm Serious Sam and I fought him head on. Midway, the pyramid opened and I went inside, which we just kinda spawned in an arena. I had to destroy 4 portals, which led to the ship above him, shoot a deadly beam and kill him for me. And just like that, I beat the game. I died a lot, but it wasn't that hard honestly, it just took a lot of time.
It ain't the size that matters, it's how you use it.
And overall, if you're a fan of boomer shooters, get the newer one. It's fun, action-packed and has a lot of one-liners. On to the next one. You might be wondering, isn't that go easy? Not at all actually. What's the hardest class? The Berserker. This class is melee only. Yes, it does have some guns, but that would defeat the purpose in my opinion. And if you know anything about this game, you get swarmed by zombies easily. But I don't give up easily. I will be playing solo, and every time I die, I will randomize the map. Anyway, here's the first game.
First batch of Zeds heading your
The
way.
first game went as
Get
expected.
ready to-
I wasn't warmed up and I barely got anywhere. And died soon. Though the next game was interesting to say the least, I reached wave 10 and slashed through it with ease. Literally. But I got one of the hardest bosses. I fought as hard as I could, but he fought at me like an omelet.
That's nice.
But the next one had to be my own. I'll let you enjoy the fight to the fullest. While I fight, I will yap over it. Why do I think this game is a background game? It's because of the graphics look, and overall the concept of a zombie game where the zombies are half mutated mess. Also because of how comic and sci-fi some of the class related weapons are. Should you get the game? That depends if you are fine with the grind that comes to this game, but I would say wait for the third game release. Maybe it's going to be better, or worse like this game series. Let's start off easy. This game is just not it. The launch wasn't good and it has gotten so bad to the point where PlayStation allowed refunds. And €80 for this? And overall it's just GTA in the future, from what I've seen. What's funny is that when people got paid to do a sponsor stream, they couldn't help but laugh. Anyway, here's a real honorable mention. This one was recommended to me by my friend, and honestly this just screams 50 Cent playing his own game in a movie kind of scene. You're watching some gameplay of it right now, and honestly the idea of a 50 Cent having his own shooter game with PS2 graphics just gives it that amazing visual and vibe. Anyway, on to the next challenge. This is Payday's weird cousin. This game honestly felt alright to play and just felt like a Payday 3. The only big difference is that characters don't play around the mask, but overall appearances. And of course you can meet your idol Chuck Norris. The goal was simple, but so hard. In the game you can play shuffle, which gives you random heists. You also have bonus goals, and my goal was to finish the long shuffle on extreme difficulty, whilst trying to do most missions on stealth as a bonus. Anyway, here goes. The first heist was a simple gas station heist. I subdued all security guards and took out the cameras before getting everyone in zip ties. After that I just did what I was supposed to, took all the loot and left.
Much appreciated.
Second heist was an heist. I tried to be sneaky, getting past the guards with ease, hitting the poor guy with a shovel before leaving right after they would have noticed. But I will yap about why this game is a background game. It has hired actual actors to have a character in these games. Another factor is that the NPCs have a stereotypical accent. Americans have that patriotic accent, Mexicans have that "oh gringo" accent, and so on and so forth. Something you hear in the background being constantly blasted in a movie. The graphics are alright, but once you start shooting, it could be put in the background of a movie on a big television. Super fun though, I'll give them that. Third heist is one of the easiest heists you could get. You have only like 4 guards which you can all zip tie, and the map is free to roam. So I did just that, bagged everything I could and left. Fourth heist was the most fun one. I had to get inside of this facility near a port that was hiding a vault below. So I took care of some guards outside, turned off the cameras and started drilling. All the guards for some reason heard the drill and came to check it out. That's zip tie. After that I opened the fence, dodged all the lasers and escaped. And now, the final heist, the hardest because you can do it stealthily. We were robbing an actual big bank. The bonus goal was to get 90% of the loot, which was pretty scary to think about because it's a bank after all. So I just did all the steps as before, followed the current goals before getting to the last part where the alarm goes off. Once we got to the roof, I started to get scared, having to move 90% of the loot to the zipline. That is until I realized that I had the bonus goal already finished. So I just left. So is this game worth it? Honestly, I think it's alright. It's a clunkier Payday 3 clone. Instead of buying stuff, you have to earn the level and then buy them. You have a story mode here, which is pretty cool, but the characters talk too much. It's obnoxious sometimes. So in my opinion, you should get the game if you like heist shooters. Otherwise, this is the only game I found not worth it. I was skeptical at first, but after playing it, I was pleasantly surprised with how fun the game was. It's kind of nostalgic, despite never playing it in my life. It's open-ended, so you can do the missions however you want and in whatever order you want to. There's a lot to do and cover, so firstly, I got every achievement. But that wasn't the end, because the game has in-game challenges, so I'm doing a true 100% run. Every mission has 5 of these, and they range from simple ones to having to do the whole mission without being detected, which isn't always easy. But I'll focus on the hardest challenges, which reward you the most stars. The first mission is Altai Mountains, where the hardest challenge was to complete all of the contracts and have my only kill be Ivanovsky. So I just did that. Great success! The next one is Harbor, where the hardest challenge was to do all of the contracts without raising the alarm, which is when the enemies start to shoot or their symbols turn red. I think I tried 50 times because they always have the craziest timing. But I did my best. Another great success. Next mission was starting to get interesting. Complete all contracts per usual, but only using my knife. That meant I always had to get up and personal and take down my enemies. Thankfully, I know what I was doing. You already know what I'm gonna say. The next mission is Fortress 1, and the challenge was the hardest, honestly. It was without reloading checkpoints. The thing is, when you die, you reload the checkpoint, so you'd have to do this with 1 life. But it was surprisingly easy. I did it on my 2nd try. And here comes the last mission. Do all the contracts under 25 minutes. Sounds rough, right? Well, kinda. I found a bug, or rather a feature in the game where if you strafe, you get an insane speed boost. So I just kinda skipped over some mining fields and got my targets without needing any planning. So yeah, this game was pretty fun to play and finish 100%, and this game is definitely worth it. There's also a second one, but I feel like this one looked more like a game you'd see in the background. It's highly replayable, enjoyable, and overall just fun. I finished it in 21 hours, so that was fun. Anyway, subscribe.